to our Shared Service Center training. Here you will learn all you need to know about all of the purchase types. Click the Start button to begin. In a recent study conducted in our company, we found many issues associated with the procurement department. In the study, we found that with different procurement centers working and buying independently, we were not taking advantage of our buying power and have lost approximately $8.8 million in savings from 2013 to date. We also found that we are buying the same products and services from different suppliers, sometimes with higher prices, different qualities, and different specifications. This is bringing higher maintenance costs, destandardization, and is also making maintenance more difficult. The average time to process a requisition was way higher than expected. 6.5 weeks was the average time to process a requisition, but the ideal time would be something between 2 and 5 weeks, depending on the complexity of the requisition. And finally, the satisfaction of our internal clients, the requisitioners, is too low. Factors like long processing times, no service level agreement, and lots of informality in the procurement process is causing this low service satisfaction. Before the implementation of our shared service center, we had 7 procurement centers, no service level agreement, 20 requisition types, no standardization in procurement processes whatsoever, and we were not taking advantage of our buying power to generate economy of scale. Also, we were using an inefficient ERP. And ultimately, all this was generating a low service satisfaction. Now, we only have 1 procurement center and 3 requisition types. As simple as that. But what is a shared service center and why do we need it? The shared service center is the area in charge of operational tasks not related to the core business processes, like payroll, employee transportation, and procurement. With this implementation, we will achieve more efficiency, shorter processing times, economies of scale, standardization in inventory supplies and processes, greater service satisfaction, and can allow the operational areas to focus on what they do best, mining. Now, let's study the new types of requisitions that you will be using to buy products or services. From now on, we will only use 3 types of requisitions in order to simplify the procurement process. The 3 types are blanket, ad hoc, and contract. Continue to the next slide to find out more about each type. The blanket requisition. This type of requisition will allow you to address recurring purchases of consumable products or services. Instead of creating several requisitions for the same product or service, a blanket allows you to request directly from the supplier as many units as you need for a defined period of time. Click every step on the diagram below to know more about it. The contract requisition is designed for big buys that will increase project or capital expenditures. Contracts are mostly used to buy big machinery, explosives, or to build new plants, roads, etc. Every contract goes through a bidding process with at least 5 possible suppliers. Click every step on the diagram below to know more about it. Imagine that you work in mining operations and you are in charge of the 777 truck fleet. Somebody on your team wrote you a message about the tire stock. How would you reply to that message? Choose from the available options. Now it's time to wrap up. Out of this training, you should take away the following. There are only 3 requisition types: blanket, ad hoc, and contract. The blanket is used for recurring purchases of consumable products over a period of time. Blankets are approved by general managers. They have a processing time of 3 weeks and their limit is $1 million. Ad hoc is meant for a specific purchase for a specific situation. It cannot be used repeatedly in a span of 3 months. Ad hocs are approved by directors. Their processing time is 2 weeks and they don't have a limit amount. Contracts are designed to buy goods or services that will increase project and capital expenditures. For example, trains, trucks, crushers, etc. The level of approval varies depending on the value, and their processing time is 5 weeks. Now it's time to test your knowledge. Read the instructions and proceed to the quiz. Control station to Mike. This is Mike. Mike, we can see from the control room an alert about the tension of the belt. Seems like the belt is too loose. This is very unusual, and I think we're going to have to call someone for an emergency repair. We don't have anyone on the team that knows how to fix this. Roger, who's the current maintenance service provider for the belts? We don't have any, but I know a company that is excellent for this type of job. So you have completed the purchase types lesson.